I was very clear that I was going to be a school teacher. And the reason was very simple. My father had a friend who was on the school board in Pulaski County in southern Illinois. And before I finished high school, he already told my father that if I went to college and got a degree, he would get me a job teaching in the Pulaski County school system. And this was in the Depression, and getting a job was very important. And it was a great relief to me and everybody else when it was clear what my future was going to be. That sort of settled it.
The fact that
That
you
there would be a
had that job,
Yeah,
something
sure.
concrete.
Yeah.
And at that stage, your plan was that you would teach elementary school.
Yeah, that I would finish college and then go teach elementary school.
Now, was this something that you actually looked forward to, or this was something that you just knew you'd have the means to support yourself?
I just knew that that's what I was going to do. I didn't especially look forward to it. I didn't reject it either. It's just that was my future. To become an elementary school teacher, you had to take courses in education. And I knew that, but I kept postponing it. And after I got my bachelor's degree in 3 years, I decided to spend my 4th year getting a master's degree. And I did. And by that time, I was planning to teach in hoping I could get a job teaching in a high school, mathematics. But then at the end of my 4th year, I was encouraged to apply for a fellowship to go on for a PhD, and I did. And then, of course, my objective changed.
And became?
To teach to be a college mathematics teacher.
And as I understand it, the fellowship that you received was extremely prestigious. Was it?
Well, let me explain. There were perhaps 25 awards. 22 of them required teaching assistant responsibilities. 3 of them were pure fellowships. And everybody applied for both things, and the lucky 3 got the fellowships. So I applied, and one of my colleagues who also applied told me that I was going to get one of the fellowships. And I said, "How do you know?" And he said, "Well, you're good enough to be supported, and they're not going to put you in front of a classroom." And he was right.
They were not going to put you in front of a classroom because?
Because I'm black.
And there was a kind of unspoken reality that you would not be placed in a position where you would be teaching whites in a classroom.
That's right. There were no black teaching assistants, let alone professors, in the university, except for one fellow in our fraternity who was passing.
Who was passing?
Yeah. But anybody who was visibly black was certainly not teaching in the university. That's right.